Dancy, welcome to Churchill.
Welcome to Churchill.
Welcome to Churchill.
Welcome to Churchill.
Welcome to Churchill!
Churchill is on Treaty 5 territory, the ancestral lands of the Dene, Cree, Inuit, and Métis.
Our residents are tundra tough, and we don't just mean our people.
In Churchill, our next-door neighbors include the world's largest land carnivore, polar bears.
We hope that you'll have a wonderful visit and remember this for the rest of your life.
But we'd like your lifetime to continue beyond this trip, so please follow these important safety tips to have a safe and rewarding visit. We trust that you've packed your undies and toothbrush to prepare for your trip, but there's one more thing you'll need. Grab your phone and add the Polar Bear Alert 24/7 hotline to your contacts right now. Polar bears wander freely, and they can be anywhere, including right in the middle of town. If you spot one of our largest locals while out and about, make a note of your location and call 204-675-2327 to report the sighting. This is an emergency response line. Please only call if there's a bear. No butt dialing, and please don't call us just to chat. If you see Polar Bear Alert moving a bear out of town, please keep your distance. Getting in the way could be dangerous for you and others. They're trying to keep you safe.
We take a lot of pride in our home, so please treat it with respect. Remember, if you are not a local, you do not know what situations may be dangerous. You cannot just buy a can of bear spray and venture out on your own. Staying safe means staying smart. Avoiding potentially dangerous situations is your best defense.
If you're new to town, hire a local guide.
It is best to hire a guide that knows the area and the bears.
Your guide will take care of you so you can take your pictures and enjoy the moment.
If a bear does approach your group, listen to your guide. They'll know when it's necessary to get back in the vehicle or direct you in what they think you need to do.
Your guide will know where to go and will know how the bear is going to respond. The vehicle will provide you a safe haven.
Stay close to your vehicle. If your guide says get back in the vehicle, get back in your vehicle.
It's your guide's job to find the bears, using their knowledge of bear behavior and their experience to make sure you get to the right spot at the right time to get the shot you need.
You often might give a treat to your dog. The difference between your dog and a bear is that your dog won't take your hand with it. We have a saying here in Churchill that a fed bear is a dead bear. That means that if a bear keeps finding food from humans, or getting fed by humans, that it'll keep coming back for more. And problem bears often end up getting killed. Don't feed polar bears.
Polar bears are masters of disguise and can blend in almost anywhere. Is that a rock or is it a polar bear? Is it a pile of sea foam or is it a polar bear? Even in town, it's critical that you stay alert and aware of your surroundings. Polar bears are nearly silent when they're hunting their prey. You could be right beside one and not even know. Polar bear alert signs have been posted around the community for your safety. Even if there's not a sign present, does not mean that a polar bear cannot be in the area. You may have heard the saying, walk like an Egyptian, but here in town, we like to say, round your corners like a Churchillian. Rounding your corners will increase your sightline, so you're not surprised by any wildlife who may be lingering nearby. Take some time to review a map of Churchill and the surrounding area before heading out. Always have an escape plan when you're walking, in case you do encounter wildlife. Will you go to the car across the street, the house with its light on, or will you go back the way you came? Always have a plan to get to safety. Please avoid hiking on the rocks and along the shores, as there are poor sight lines. And just because you can't see the polar bear doesn't mean that they can't see you. If you'd like to explore, please book a guide who can show you these locations safely.
When you're in town, travel in groups and make noise. Bears are more likely to attack an individual than a large group. So the more, the better. You truly have strength in numbers. Stay in a crowd and be loud. At a loss for words? Be a true Canadian and sing some Celine Dion at the top of your lungs. near, far, wherever you are. Your dad may say, nothing good happens after midnight, but in Churchill we say, don't walk outside after dark. If you're up late, you'll hear this siren play throughout the town to remind you. If you need to get somewhere after dark, call a cab. And while we're at it, if you're an early bird, it's best to stay indoors until the rest of us wake up.
How fast do you think you are? Have you won any medals recently? The average person can run about 8 kilometers an hour. But a polar bear can run faster than an Olympic athlete, more than 40 kilometers an hour. So you do the math and never approach a polar bear.
Bear attacks do happen, but they are preventable. Travel in groups, don't go walking after dark, and stay alert.
Check with your tour operator about what deterrents they offer, and refer to your guide for a safe distance. If you're alone, maintain a 100-meter distance from the bear. This is roughly the length of a football field, and looks like this from the human eye.
If you have a close encounter with a bear, listen to your guide. And if you find yourself in a situation without a guide, stick together in your group. Get whatever deterrents you have ready. That might be a whistle, bear spray, a shovel, or a stick. If it's dark, turn on a flashlight, even the one on your phone. Back up slowly towards the closest shelter. Be loud, call for help on your phone or with your voice. If a polar bear charges, hold your ground and be prepared to fight back. Aim for the nose and eyes and fight with everything you've got.
Seek out information from local authorities about what bear deterrents are available in Churchill. And keep in mind that some deterrents are illegal to travel with.
Ignoring safety guidelines is failing yourself and the bears. More than 10,000 visitors come to Churchill every year. So please show respect for our community, because 10,000 bad decisions could be devastating. Even if you don't pay the price, the bears will. In Churchill, we feel we are an example of how people and polar bears can live alongside each other. Thank you for coming to visit us and the incredible polar bears. We welcome you to experience the North with us.